Sometimes, even on Snowball Earth, it can rain, but our journey home is no less treacherous thanks to the fair weather. Welcome, everybody. My name is Ryan, and this is Vintage Story Snowball Earth Challenge. And it's looking pretty fair. Like I said, we're standing on the coast here. There's not a mosasaur in sight, unless maybe they're sneaking up behind me. Nope, they stick to the water usually. But we journeyed out from the last episode right at the end. We made our way to the hollow, which you can see is just there. Home base is just right there, so we're not super far, less than a day's journey, but I made a commitment to, trekking up to this area here. Of course, it's taking the map here a moment to load up, but we're going to follow the coastline, essentially. Let's take a look. It is 6:40 p.m. We are going to need to make some bedding here, so we're going to have to whip together a straw bed, but oh my gosh, guys, we are starting off in the middle of an adventure. There we go. There's the grass. Everything's taken a moment to sync up and load in here. That's how frigid the world is. It even affects the load times. No, that's probably more due to my long mod list, but which, if you're interested in checking out the mods for this playthrough, they are linked down in the description, and it is pretty extensive, but so far it's been stable. No major issues other than, the occasional T-Rex sighting, but yeah, I'm going to have to be extremely cautious. We might even utilize the waterways here a bit, as long as we don't see any of the big fish, the mosasaurs. They're actually not fish, they are technically reptiles, but, let's see. I do have my dirt stack, so if we have to tower up, that is going to be our method of trying to avoid predators. It's been successful once, but the hard part is, of course, just having the reflexes, the timing, and the peace of mind, the state of mind, Normally I'm freaking out when I get attacked, but let's see. I'm going to put a torch in the offhand, just one though, in case I jump in, have to douse it or something. We'll still have a whole stack of them. But, like I said, we are trying to get to this point right here where we can swim across real quickly, and we might spend the night at this location, if we can get to that, although it's a pretty thick little forest there, so it's not the best spot. That was one of our original little campsites, but I mean, there's a bed there at least. So let's just take it slow. No need to rush, even though I'm starting to freeze, we're losing light, and yes, we are in fact hungry. So like I said, we just have to have patience and watch out for the theropods. Well, we've got fading light here along the shore. I stopped to build a fire, and then I towered up because I saw there was a bear like 2 feet from me. Oh dear God, he's still right there. Yeah, actually, I was building the fire. There's some meat cooking on the fire right now, and that bird right there attacked me. Because, males will sometimes get aggressive, but oh my God, thank goodness it did, actually, because it made me look up from the fire and there was a bear. I don't know if I can get there. We're going to have to swim across from here. Oh my God, I mean, it'll cut our trip down, but I think we're safe from mosasaurs. We did learn that we can submerge, and they can't really get us. I think they're restricted to the surface of the water. Unfortunately, I wish that they could. Maybe one day too, that's something in the works, but alright, let's stop putting it off. What I'm going to do is, just get down there and grab my food. I mean, it's so dark, but I can't really do anything about that. Alright, let's grab that, and I have to go. We gotta go. So this is going to be extremely dark. I should have brought an oil lamp, but I did not. You know what? I do have a bowl, and you know what? I think I actually have fat too. Well, I'm already committed. Oh my God, I'm turned around. Thank God for the map. If I didn't have a mini map right now, or a map at all, I would be dead. So, like I said, you can't see anything. Let's flash forward to the other side. Oh my God, that was a treacherous swim, and there's an elephant right there. Oh my God, he's too close. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, that was just terrifying. It was completely black. I tried to stay underneath the water for the most of it because, again, we've got a pretty good air bar. Yeah, I set it to 2 minutes. We can hold our breath. I feel like that's realistic, 2 minutes. I can hold my breath for 2 minutes. At least I used to be able to, but there's our little shack dead ahead. Where is it? Oh, thank God. Okay. Get in here, switch that up. Woo. Oh, we made it. It's super cold, but not to worry. I've got some firewood. I've even got a little bit of food, so we should be totally fine. Man, oh man. Thank goodness for this little place, actually. I'm glad we've got it here, but the journey's not over. We're definitely going to get to bed. Let's see. I think we'll cook that. Let's put that on the wall. Let's go ahead and make that oil lamp together here. We're going to put this down. Hopefully it doesn't burn. Yeah, I've got a piece of fat, and this is my bowl for eating from, but I don't have any food in it now. All my cooked food is back home, so we're just going to be subsisting off of, this kind of stuff here. Yeah, I can hear a goblin out there. This might be a little difficult to put this on. Yeah, I might have to wait till the morning till I can get back outside, so I'll just set that down. Oh boy. All right. A couple of pieces of wood on the fire. Elephants just going completely nuts right outside the shelter, so I'm going to get no sleep, but at least I should try. So let's close our eyes and check out what it looks like in the morning. Well, good morning, everybody. Just trying to check things out here. We definitely want to avoid the icy hilltops here, but I think, and I also don't really want to go through this forest, so I think we're going to backtrack along the coast and then maybe try and slip in through here where it's nice and open. If we can get right to here, this is our destination. But I tell you, the T-Rexes, every one of them we've seen has been up on the mountains, which is interesting, but nonetheless, not to say they can't be anywhere else. It's just so far I haven't seen it. So either way, I'm just stalling here, trying to stay inside the nice cozy shelter for as long as I can. Alright, just listening. Alright, like I said, we're gonna grab this. Let me see, can I put anything away? Little stack? No. Oh, there's elephants out here. Not to worry. I think, well, we should definitely be careful about the water because we have spotted mosasaurs in this particular area, but this little ice shelf is kind of nice. Allows me to just run right out. Alright, so it does end, though, dead ahead. I guess I'm not going to backtrack. I said I was going to, but no. I guess we'll hug the coast. I'm not going to venture into the tree line too far, but oh, yeah, this ice shelf, I guess it was just too inviting. I had to run on it. So we'll be okay. I just got to keep telling myself that. Oh, wait a second. Pro pick time. Alright, are we on the long range? Let's do a long range search. What do we got? Shale here? That's worth marking. I like shale just for building purposes, but it's not really a run focused on aesthetics and stuff, as I've tried to stress, but, sometimes it's nice to have options. 4 traces, porphyrin, yeah. Nothing great there. Not to, oh, that tree scared me. Alright. I'm a nervous Nelly when I'm out here adventuring, but with good reason. With very good reason. Alright, I'm getting tempted to go up into the forest just looking around. There's probably some good resources in there. Maybe some more of those red cedars, but I'm not going to risk it. Like I said, it's going to be a wet little jaunt along the coast. Oh boy, well, we're almost there. The first one is just to the north, and there's another one, but there's quite an assortment of creatures about. We've got elephants, including younglings too, so that's going to be very dangerous. There's skeletons over there, not as dangerous, but we've also got a fox and some gobbies over that way, not to mention penguins, which are more annoying than anything else, but either way. All right, let's not get lost. I do have some copper here. Maybe we'll get that on the way back. I'm actually kind of interested in taking out the goblins. This would be easy experience, and sometimes they drop stuff. Some of them will drop that armor too, like the makeshift armor. And I know it's not the greatest, but well, it's like that guy over there might have armor. Yeah, it still saved my life once. Oh, I think this guy drops armor. Yeah, you can see he's wearing it. Nope, not that time. All right, let's actually. Ooh, come here, you. Stay away from the penguins, mister. See, I'm being nice to the penguins. Alright, so... oh no, he's alive. Thought he was the dead one. No, he's just sitting there on his stomach. Alright, let's do this. Let's get over here and loot this tree. Well, you know I couldn't resist taking... what is pentallitite? I have to look that up later. I'm not sure what that actual ore is, but... alright, there's elephants all around us. Tree is dead ahead. There it is. Oh yeah, wait, I want that armor. Okay, we got it. Hey, there's something in here. Okay, I gotta ditch some stuff. I don't need that. Don't need that. Do want to keep these. Look at these berries I found. 100% or 100 fruit saturation. That's pretty darn good, actually. Alright, we got some seeds. Nah, I mean, that's good. We need those to replace what we lost due to some unfortunate accident, but polar bear dead ahead. Just went behind that bush right there. I saw him. But, oof. We gotta get over here. Yeah, I'm really on the lookout for some oak seeds. That's the real prize right now. Yeah, damn. How do we get there? How do we get there? Do we just go up and over? It seems incredibly stupid. And incredibly potentially dangerous. We've seen what happens before when we go up hills like this. I swear that bear was here the last time I visited. I'm also pretty sure there were T-Rexes up on the hillsides. I think it was just farther down though. So let's be extremely cautious. Bear's behind us. There's the hole. Let's go. Is it... it's something? It's some sort of a tree seed. Mediterranean. Oh, pup. Wait, there is... I'm getting rid of that. Oh, what is that? A walnut. Oh, interesting. I don't think we can make tannin from walnut wood, can we? No, probably not. Dang it. Well, we have to get back. I'd love to explore this area. Continue on, maybe? I don't know. I also desperately want to get back home and just hunker down, you know, survive. But if we don't get what we need, what's the point? All right, should take another sample here. This is an area that we're going to be returning to again and again, so maybe we'll get lucky and see something interesting here underground. Let's find out. 2 more samples. What, they were too close to each other? Oh, come on. We've got plenty of exposed shale. Let's get this. Okay, poor bismuth. Yeah, not much else. Oh well, like I said, we gotta test it. Alright. Let's sneak around. Now I kind of regret not having the raft, but at the same time, it's not gonna save us against mosasaurs. And, you know, people have asked about the sailboat. Would that be effective? I honestly don't know. It's an excellent question. And if we can, we're going to build the sailboat for sure. Maybe we'll put it to the test. But don't forget, when we got killed by the mosasaurs, there was 2 of them actually on the raft, they were able to jump. They had the ability to kind of jump up. So even though they can't dive, they can jump up out of the water. So I don't know. Sailboat might not be totally safe. Another coastal shot here. But I'm decided to go ahead and just head home. My inventory is way too full. But yeah, and also I'm a scaredy cat. I did stop off and get a little copper though, so there wasn't much at this location, but I dug it out and deleted the mark. Well, most of the mark. Alright, delete that. I think we'll just swim this. There are no mosasaurs. But you know, I think that they could theoretically spawn just like, you know, in the middle of the water if we approach a chunk which isn't fully loaded up, you know, but you know, they could just spawn right in front of us. But I think these chunks are okay here because we can basically see that far. I don't know, maybe I'm just trying to scare myself here, but well, regardless, let's take a look at the shore. I don't know what that is, but we did spot that brown bear. Yeah, that's the site of where I towered up, I believe. So we might want to just bypass that altogether. Oh, damn, there he is. And he's coming in the water. Is he going to take a little swim? No, he's going back. The bird is still there, too, the one that I killed. Let's look around just to make sure. Oh, my gosh. We might have to swim past him. That's all right, though. Hey, you know, it's a nice little dip here. It's raining. He looks like he's chasing something. He's got a bird in his sights. All right, let's get on this land and start just jogging. I'm not even going to bother harvesting that bird right there. Nope, we'll just leave it. All right, so yeah, again, it's just a shot down the coast. This probably, most likely, I think is still going to be empty. We've checked that hollow, but obviously I'll stop off on the way there. If it does have something in it, we'll get to check it out together for sure. Well, we're not at the hollow yet, but we're approaching it dead ahead. But I was able to run down this reindeer. She actually kind of stood while her companions just ran away. I kind of just want the meat here, yeah. That's good though. I've been getting these Kaizen berries, Kinyanans. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I've been getting those, and they have a really nice saturation on them. So I'm going to. Here they are. Yeah. Oh no, that's a bunchberry. Never mind. So yeah, we're going to do some cooking when we get back, even if it's just fruit and meat. That's not a big deal. I think I can sprinkle in some of the pine nuts too. Yeah. Of course, that's just more protein. Well, as far as I know, we don't have any veg yet. Yeah, we haven't got any fruit or any grain or veg. But I'm thinking about it. I mean, we've got some grain planted now. Oh, there's another reindeer. Got to be careful, though. The presence of the reindeer does not guarantee safety. There could be T-Rexes nearby. They might just be well-fed T-Rexes, you know. They're not chasing them down, but I'm feeling good about this. The tree is dead ahead. I know this tree. I've searched it recently. And it's just one short hop back to home. Let's see if we can make it. Yeah, there it is. Let's see if we can make it home before the sun sets. I've got a full inventory, so if this thing does have something, we'll have to drop this dog. No, that's empty. Alright. As I suspected, but, you know, we're on the way, so we gotta check it. But, let's see. So many penguins. Not on the lookout for penguins. I like the water. I like these ice shelves like this. Very, very helpful. It's nice and open. I don't have to worry as much. But I think our raft is near here. Yeah, the raft is there. Obviously, we've got one last couple treacherous parts. We got to get, oops, over this area here. So, oh, let's see. It's already 8 p.m. You know what? If I do try this, I'm going to be sleeping. I'm sorry, I'm going to be traveling in the dark, which is terrifying. I got rid of most of my Grass. All right, we just need one more. I think I'll just make a bed and sleep here. I'm not even going to construct... Oh, God, what do I throw away? We got to drop the wolf pup. Sorry, little pup. Oh, look at it. So weird. Without traders in the world, of course, we're a Homo Sapiens run. We can't do anything with the pup, you know. All right, so we've got that. We've got enough for a fire. If we laid this, it should be safe enough to just sleep. Let's see what happens. Oh, boy. 3:30 in the morning. We are definitely still safe and sound. We got to eat, though. Don't want to eat those berries. Alright, either way, what do we get? Rye, rice, and some peanut. Ooh, that's helpful. Peanut's really nice. I think I'm just going to leave the bed there. Yeah, why not? Leave little spots for ourselves as we go around. Alright, I've definitely got a few campsites with like fire pits scattered throughout the area. Come across those multiple times, but alright, now comes the scariest part. We've got a bit more to trek. Alright, it's not scary yet, but I think we'll make this journey together once we get to that final leg. Well, I can't quite see the house yet. It's just on the other side of that hill right there, basically. But I towered up, you know, just to kind of look around. So far, we're pretty good. Let's get back down. I'm going to use this towering very generously. We'll go from one hill to another that we know is safe. So this one's good. Just looking for movement. Okay. We should be able to plan our next little escapade. I'm actually kind of surprised. You know, there's got to be a tree hollow in this forest somewhere, right? I got to get off this hill. I keep thinking about like a T-Rex being behind my back or something. All right. Yeah, there's got to be a tree hollow somewhere here, right? Should look around a little bit closer. I guess it's no guarantee necessarily, but... Oh no, there's a lot of scrub brush here. Oh, I'm nervous. Start getting myself all kinds of paranoid. Alright, let's get our bearings though. Where do we need to go? So we're not too far from home. If we cross, yeah, that mountain range dead ahead, we'll be good, but I'm not in any rush. Maybe if I poke around the forest a little bit, if there's anything up on that hill, it might show itself. So, yeah, I'm going to do a thorough survey of all these trunks. It's easy to miss those hollows, but, of course, if I find one, I'll let you know. And there it is, home sweet home. Just checking out the lay of the land here. Pretty safe. I don't see a single movement, but I'm also just seeing maybe if, you know, the T-Rexes or the bears are trying to move in on our territory, but I really got to get that fence up that I've talked about. So much work to do. One thing I did do on the way in, though, this was the area that we've seen the highest readings of halite, so I took like 5-6 more samples. I think 12.33%. And then 12.83%. Those are the two highest readings. So if we were to sink a couple shafts into this area, I mean, we might come across some. It says very poor, but it's so hard to tell sometimes. Nonetheless, I mean, it is super close to home. I don't think we'll do it yet because I've got a, again, pretty full inventory. My backpack is full too. My little basket backpack, but I've still got the wolf pup. I don't know why. I think what I'll do is I'll build it a special little cage, and then we'll just put it down in the cage to let it grow up. I could install the wolf taming mod, but to be honest, the dogs, they're not that great. Like, their functionality, they might help me against like a bear or something. I don't know, but either way, it's probably just a free source of some bush meat down the road. Either way, we've made it. Oh my gosh. Pretty successful trip. We did not get that elusive oak seed, but I mean, the fact that we've gotten several different tree seeds now from the hollows is very promising, for sure. Much, much more promising. And I don't know, bald cypress, the walnut. I'm gonna have to double check the wiki. I think that the oak is the only thing we can make tannin from, but man, oh man, what if I'm wrong? What if walnut is? Let me check it right now. Hold on. Okay, I just looked it up. It's oak and acacia. That's what it is. So I was right in my initial assumption. Oh no, this meat is getting bad here. Look, I just noticed. Ooh, 40%. Can't all be. Right, let's see, 6 servings, and then we put 6 berries in. That's good enough. Yeah, let's get some cooking going. Even if it is a little bit spoiled, I've still got a few of these crock pots by my side, but now I'm going to have to make another set of bowls. I'm pretty sure I don't have a bowl to eat with now. Now we just got some more crocks. I didn't anticipate making a oil lamp on the fly there, but nonetheless, the camp is turning out pretty good. I still haven't done anything really over here, so I've got a lot more work to do for sure, guys. We've got building. Let's actually go below. Now that we got a few extra seeds, I'm gonna take it down there. Let's see what our little underground garden looks like. All right, we are down below. As you can see, we are at the 6Z level, so we are 6 levels above the bedrock of this world. And take a look at the temperature in here. It's nice, warm and toasty, 73 degrees. How's everything going? We are at stage 3 with our carrots. Oh, let's fill that up. I brought these down again. I said we were going to try and take every little advantage we can with our plants, including moisturizing, also known as watering them. Of course, our little square here in the middle will bring them up to a 75% moisture if we don't touch them, but you know, I want to give them every little chance they can get. So let's plant that. That and the peanuts. I also brought some bone meal down here. Let's refill this. 97. So let's see. This is fertilizer, nutrient, nitrogen 3%, phosphorus 30%. I guess I should have probably looked at. Yeah, I probably should have looked at the seeds before I planted them, but I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on each one of our little crops. Not to worry, not to worry. There we go. Yeah, we'll just finish it off. There we go. That's why I made the bone meal anyway. I brought it down here, so we'll keep that. That will stay. And I think I'll bring these up since I've got plenty of inventory. Gravel stays. We're going to plant things like bushes and maybe even some trees down here using gravel. Yeah, everything else is good. I think I'll take one of the buckets upstairs, yeah, just for having that for sake. Trying to save resources as much as possible here in the Snowball Earth. It's so important. And of course, it's also important to practice lava safety. That's right, it's a new term in the OSHA manual. We have to be careful about lava these days. But oh my gosh, guys, I appreciate you stopping by for this one. It's been an adventure, but it's good to be home. And I think now we're going to spend an episode or two really sprucing up the place, build out our blacksmith, maybe even expand down here below if I can get over my fear of lava. But otherwise, I hope you guys will continue to join in and tune in for the series. Make sure you hit that like button below. Leave me a comment. I really appreciate hearing from you guys. And I will see you all on the next one.